Well, Coach, a good start, and then the weather. I mean, I know you can't control that.
Yeah.
It's just tough in the middle of a game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our kids did a good job. All year we've handled some tough conditions, and they said we're playing at 1, so we said, all right, and didn't know how long we would play. The rain started early, and, we're used to playing in rain, probably because of the turf. But since that's not a turf field, we can only play for so long. So I was real pleased because, for the most part, we played pretty clean, and Bobby did a good job.
Did they say anything, say anything about when they might cut it or if they want to finish it?
Well, that was important to them to, for, I think, equal play, to finish an inning and not start a new inning if it looked like it was going to rain, and they made the right decision on that.
How important is it to have a lead heading into, I guess, day 2 of another game?
Well, I mean, I think you choose to have the lead, but you don't want to lose your edge. It's a 5-inning game, and, my message to the guys was we could have finished this game tonight and we'd be practicing tomorrow. So would you rather practice tomorrow or show up and play a game? And that was a pretty easy decision for them. As much as I like practice, they'd rather play a game. So it could be a real productive day. We just got to get up early, good breakfast, and we'll hit in the cages and take in and out and hopefully play good for 5 innings.
It was one of those where Bobby seemed to keep getting better as the game went on. And it's tough to not have to be able to roll him back out there.
Yeah, the biggest disappointment today is, as well as he's been pitching, we got 4 innings out of him, and we would have liked to have gotten 6 or 7. But you don't have a crystal ball. There's no guarantee. The good news is he pitched well for 4 innings, and we competed offensively, and we put together a little rally, and we got into their bullpen, and so it's good to have a lead, but again, we just got to have that edge, and we got 5 innings to go, so we got plenty of options with our arms, and could have several games past tomorrow, but obviously you just can't look past tomorrow. You got 5 innings, and you got to do your part to try to win that game. And we got a really good bullpen, other than Hoeing and Kieran, which they threw on Sunday. So now we're into Wednesday. So I know Coach Williams feels like we got all hands on deck, and you got Bennett, you got Luke Smith, you got all the bullpen pieces. So I think you're going to trust your bullpen and let those guys, handle the rest of the game. And as we've been saying all year, and that's what I told the guys in the meeting tonight. It's about our depth. I mean, if I've been praising our depth from the start of the season, and we've handled injuries, well, now we're in a tournament setting like this, and we're going to need our pitching depth to come through like it did in the regionals.
You took advantage of a situation there in the 4th where, the error and obviously some walks, and you got 3 runs. You put a crooked number up. It was nice to see from the offense, I'm sure.
Just compete. That was one of the messages today, knowing the conditions were probably going to be tough. Let's be aggressive. Let's jump on some fastballs. It was really nice to see Fitzgerald jump on that fastball in the 1st. But if you get 2 strikes, just do your part to move the ball. Coach Snyder and Coach Vrabel do such a good job of a 2-strike approach, and today is a perfect day where, put the ball in play and give yourself a chance.
When you have such a long break, what do you guys do? I mean, you go to the hotel room and just chill, or?
Yeah, I mean, I stayed in my uniform and just laid on my couch, and I watched Risky Business. That shows my age. That's back in my generation. And just then I started looking through some film on relievers. And the players, man, they have fun. I mean, this is what they talk about. The memories they have is spending time together. So they could have stayed in the locker room there for hours, but we were told we can come back to the hotel. So we came back, and they all headed into the meeting rooms, and, they're just playing those games that I guess baseball players play. I mean, these are the things that they talk about, and they'll remember just how much time they spent together this week, and especially today. Today was a long day, and they've been together since this morning, up until a 7:30 meeting tonight.
Do you worry? I mean, Tyler got pretty early on the home run. You got too much work. Do you worry that the rhythm you had at the plate might be gone after the break?
No, I mean, we're used to this. I mean, we play 4 games a week, sometimes 5. And like I said, in their world, they would rather show up with an edge to play tomorrow. If we'd have finished this game tonight, we'd be, practicing off at a high school 20 minutes away, and I don't think that fires them up as much as getting a chance to compete tomorrow. So I think they're in a good place. They're competing, and I think they're chomping at the bit now, knowing if we can play well tomorrow, we got a chance to play 3 or 4 days in a row.
Last thing, any name come to mind that Carter should expect on the mound when you guys head back out there? Have you thought of who's going to be the guy?
I know Coach Williams and I talked a little bit about it. He just got so many options that, and since most of them are bullpen arms, they don't need to know tonight. They really need to know 10 minutes before the game starts. Hey, get ready, and because that's the routine they're in. But we do have the 2 starter options with Bennett and Luke Smith, and we feel like that's a better way to go. So the good news is, from just talking to Coach Williams, we got plenty of options.
Thanks, Dan.